Hello, I'm Philip Stoten. I'm on the Scoop Studio at SMT Nuremberg, and I'm joined by Jürg from Essemtec. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Good to see you. Yeah.
You seem to be at the center of a storm over there. There's lightning flashing and thunder sounds. What's going on?
Yeah, it's very funny. Last year we were in the same spot, but there were a lot of little companies around us. And now I say to my people, there are 2 billion around us, because all the big pick and placer are actually around us. And we are a mid-size, smaller to mid-size company, but so you have to do something to get the attention, and it's worked pretty well.
Yeah. So you're making a noise, and there's some lightning theme connection to a product launch?
Yeah, it's basically what we are doing. We have all our machines are animals, have animal names, and we are putting the nature ability and connect that to our machine ability and make a story out of it. And so we make a little showcase, about our new machines, and that's a Puma and Tarantula, and connecting with the nature. And so you make a little storm, you make wind, you make, it has to be fun too, right? Yeah, because when you look around, be fair, when you look and walk through this exhibition, I think it looks always the same. Yeah. Everybody looks always the same. Huh? Yeah. Puts a couple of machines in, etc., and that's it, and a display.
You're always being innovative on the marketing side, and that's appreciated. So tell me about the new products. Tell me about the Puma first.
Yeah. Now, as a mid-sized company as we are, a small company, you always have to figure out, where is your place, and you have to be very careful on the strategical roadmap you are taking, because you cannot afford to go in the wrong direction. So we were always famous to be the prototype, the little guys who prototype machines, a pick and place. However, pick and place is a tough business, right? Less competitor these days, clearly, but still very, very tough. And now with the Tarantula, we have a next generation of our dispenser, and we put a big focus on dispensing, because dispensing is growing in the moment like crazy. When I came back in the industry 1.5 years ago, I said, what, dispensing of glue? I saw this the last time 15 years ago. But now with all the new technology, there is a lot dispensing everywhere. And for us, the interesting thing is, more or less all our dispenser customers are multi-billion companies, are big companies, Rohde & Schwarz and SICK, and very, very big company, which never will take a pick and placer for us, because we are too little and too small and too slow, right? But with the dispensing, we have now a product with a dispenser where we are very competitive, and there are only basically 3 serious suppliers. So it's an easier business as it is, but the technology and the process is much more difficult as on a pick and place. Yeah. So not everybody can just jump in.
Yeah. And in terms of dispensing, what are people looking for? Is it accuracy? Is it speed? Is miniaturization playing a role?
No, it's for sure everything, right? Because usually our dispensers are going in the big production line, and this is glue. Glue is going very, very well everywhere. But this is not enough. You cannot only put a dispenser for glue in. Today, a customer expects that you can do on the same machine different processes. So a solder, and today the solder again is expected to be able to have a complete board jetted with a solder. So we just sold a machine to Rohde & Schwarz, where we actually run on the same machine 3 different valves. So 3 processes basically. But mostly in the moment it's glue, but the future will be more dispensing of solder.
So those hybrid solutions are really interesting. Is that because people are concerned about footprint, or is it just the value for the investment?
I think it's value of the investment. It's flexibility. We made some studies about with some partners about where the market goes, and it seems in the future with the Internet of Things, the sensor technology, etc., there are high volume products, but they are always customized to the customer needs. So the lot size in itself are getting smaller, and so you have to make changes. You have to be more flexible, especially where the printer is a big thing, that you can change very fast, that you can make correction maybe also when the printer is not doing everything, or the screen is not okay, etc., etc. I mean, I think we have around 20 or 25 use cases. What can you use a dispenser and solder and a glue today? Yeah. And there are many, many other things, right?
Yeah, many things that you haven't
outside of our industry, right?
Yeah, in other sectors. So last question, we're kind of, maybe making some progress on this Industry 4.0 journey. We've been talking about it seems, for way too long, and we don't have that many proof cases and that much evidence of people saving. How do you see, Germany is kind of where that all started, Hanover Fair particularly. This year at Hanover Fair, everybody was talking about cloud platforms, artificial intelligence, digital twin. Do you see those developments happening, or is there still just lots of talk around it?
You know, it's not black and white, right? But the very interesting thing is we have just for the first time implemented SecGem for some large customer in Asia, in NXP, for example, right? And I mean, this is a very, very, very old protocol, right? But it was needed at it. So I think we, in our position where we are, as a smaller place, in this, where nobody exactly knows where this goes, we are really take the back seats, and we will follow, because we are very fast to adapt, because we are small, but we cannot be the trend maker, what is really going. And I think there is still a lot to do, especially globally. We have to figure out what we want to, right? Otherwise, we have it like we had it in the last 20 years. The Americans have something, the Europe have something, and the Asians have something, and nobody can really talk to each other. And I think this will be one of the big things. Now, there's a big process in Germany with the German suppliers where we also integrated, but we will see what the Asians and the Japanese are doing, right? So I think there will be still a lot water down the river to see where exactly this industry 4.0 goes and what it means, right?
Yeah, and certainly that variation across the globe in standards is going to be a big challenge. But interesting that people are using SecGem, which is, I don't know, dozens of years old. It's been around a while. But it seems to work.
Something like that. Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Jürg, thanks for stopping by.
Okay.
Always a pleasure to chat.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.